Hello fighters, welcome back to another fighting game video. I'm gonna try to keep this short. But yes, earlier today we had a Sony State of Play event, and one thing I will say is they did do a leak. There was a leak. That's all I'm gonna say. But yes, we got Marvel Tokon news, finally. And it is the first team they announced for Tokon. And this is actually a pretty big team. Everybody's been wanting X-Men, and they delivered. We finally got the reveal of the Unbreakable X-Men team for Tokon, which we already knew one of the members was going to be Storm, because she showed up when the game was first announced. But in this reveal, they revealed Magic, which is one character a whole bunch of people were expecting to show up in the game, how popular she's become. Mainly thanks to Rivals. Rivals mainly is like helping a whole bunch of these like lesser known comic characters and like bring them into the spotlight. So that's good. That's very good. And then second off was Wolverine. Everybody expected Wolverine. If they didn't have Wolverine, this is gonna be basically a no buy, no buy situation, but for Tokon. But then probably the most surprising one for lots of people was Danger, which is a character apparently has been in the comics, but lots of people did not know who she was. Apparently she is the AI of the Danger Room that apparently has taken a physical form, so that's kind of cool. During the actual, like, they did do like a little discussion talk about like how the characters play a bit. I do not remember what they mentioned for Magic, but they did mention that Wolverine is essentially the tank for the X-Men team. And that apparently when he slashes, he has like, he could tank like when he's doing his slashes. So I'm guessing that's them hinting that his slashes will have an actual like armor, have like hits of armor on that. So that's actually, that can be kind of devious, to be honest. I'm actually kind of excited to try him out. And then Danger is apparently gonna be the zoner, or like the projectile spammer of the team. So I do not know anything about Danger, so I can't really put my input on that, but I do love her design. Her design is very nice. One thing that was also revealed in this trailer was actually the release date, which is gonna be August 6th. So no wonder why it could not show up for Evo. But the first major that will actually have Tokon there will be CEO in Orlando, Florida, which I will be attending for the entire event. But hey, props to CEO. They got finally, like, there's always the curse. Something always happens before CEO, but hey, it's finally good news, a new fighting game. And then lastly, the one thing that was also kind of revealed, not really, it was just like shadow dropped. Not even shadow dropped. They opened up their lips, and instead of saying Japanese words, they spoke English. So this confirms we are getting an English dub for Marvel Tokon. And I do not know who Storm's VA is. They never mentioned it in the trailer, at least I don't think so. But I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if Magic has the exact same voice actor that she has in Rivals. Most likely. It sounds so similar. Similar. Oh, dang. Similar.
Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to...
But, yes. And then Wolverine. We got Spike. We got Spike. We got the voice actor of Spike. Steve Blum is coming back.
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
For Wolverine. Not even coming back. I don't know if he voiced him in like all the other Marvel fighting games, but he is in Rivals as Wolverine. So that does make me wonder if a character that happens to be in Tokon is also in Rivals, are they just gonna ask that person like, hey, voice act for us? But that's like one thing I do wonder. And then one thing that was shown was the different editions, and damn, the Ultimate Edition. This confirms costumes are in the game. I don't know if this is gonna be like a Grand Blue situation where it's just like select characters over time in the battle pass and stuff. But hey, if you want to play as classic Iron Man or classic Captain America, you would do you. Colored in, and they had, I believe it was four, maybe like four other teams, I'm guessing. So who knows? Maybe that's when they'll actually like show off the different characters for those teams. Because if I remember, it was Captain America, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, I think, and then Doctor Doom. So I'm guessing those are the actual like team leaders. And yeah, I'm kind of wondering who. I'm 100% if they do put Magneto in the game, which people are probably upset he's not going to be in the X-Men team. But if they're not putting him on the X-Men team, he would most likely. It makes sense putting him in a team with Doctor Doom with like two more villains to make that team villains. But no, this is the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this little rant, like updating you guys about it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing another video talking about the other thing they announced, which is DOA. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and put notifications on for when that video drops this morning. Probably this morning. I'm recording this at like 11:41 at night. So it'll probably release on Friday morning. But no. Yes, that is the end of this video. I'm not very good at this. So shut up and go play some fighting games. Oh my gosh. Did I just copy Rufelmonger on that? I don't know what to do for an outro. Don't blame me. Don't send your lawyers, Rufelmonger. I'm sorry.